Hi. Hi. I know that I've been gone for forever and a day. It's been 2 months, but that's a long time. I've had a lot going on, and my #1 priority has not been filming videos, so I'm sorry about that. I know that me uploading isn't important to anyone other than like my mom and Autumn, but yeah. I did this look. I'm not sure what I'm gonna title it yet. I wanted it to kind of be like a glowy summer makeup, but it kind of just ended up being like my everyday makeup. You could wear this during the summer though. I mean, there's no reason that you couldn't. It's oily skin friendly. I used the Fenty foundation. There's quite a bit of like highlight going on, so I guess it's kind of like glowy, but like not really, because like it's a like completely matte base and then highlighter. So I don't know if you could count it as like a glowy look, but yeah. If you end up liking this video, give it a like. If you like me, go ahead and like subscribe, because why not? Like, if you like me, why wouldn't you? If you don't like me, subscribe, because I know for a fact that some of my subscribers don't like me. If you want to know how I got this look, hold on. If you want to know, I'm gonna do this over here in the sun so I can look pretty. If you want to know how I got this look, keep watching. Thanks. I was like, wow, it'd be so cute to like set up in front of like windows and have natural lighting. And then the sun did this. I'm gonna start off with the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is a really good primer for oily skin. I'm going to be using the Fenty foundation today, and the Fenty primer is like the best primer I've ever tried in my whole life. But I underestimated it because for some reason I thought that it was okay to underestimate Rihanna, and so I only got a sample of it from Sephora, and I'm out of that sample now. So I'm gonna use this. Okay. Now, because I have a lot of like acne and stuff, and the Fenty foundation isn't like super full coverage unless you put on like a lot of it, and I don't like to put on a lot of it because it's expensive. I'm going to spot conceal using the Instant Age Rewind Concealer from Maybelline in the shade Ivory. I like to blend this in with either my fingers or a brush, not a sponge, because a sponge will like take away the coverage, and that like completely defeats the point of spot concealing. I'm gonna use a brush today. This is the e.l.f. powder blurring brush, but I use it for like foundation and stuff. I'm going in with the Fenty foundation in the shade 120. I pump it like straight onto my face just so like no product gets wasted on my hand. I don't know. But I do one pump here, one pump here, and one pump here. And then I blend it and it covers my whole face. 120 is supposed to be the like neutral shade, because I have a like neutral undertone, but it's still too yellow for me. This foundation dries kind of fast, so immediately after I like stipple it in with the brush, I go in with a beauty blender. And I just go on top of it to make sure that there aren't any like streaks or anything, because I'm not the greatest at blending foundation out with a brush. So this is my favorite foundation of like all time, but it's also my favorite foundation for summer because no matter, well, I mean, I'm sure if you put on like a lot of it, it'll be bad. But even if you like put on enough to be full coverage, it still looks like your skin and not like a layer of cake, which I mean, I love all the time, but some days you just want to look like regular, I guess. I don't know. I don't like to put foundation under my eyes because if you put foundation under there and then you put concealer, it'll get cakey and creasy and gross. Also a tip, this doesn't work for me. I think it's because I have combination skin and not just oily skin. But after you prime, if you go in with a damp sponge and some translucent powder and you like set your primer, that helps control like oil. It doesn't work for me. I know it works for Autumn, I think, and it works for Jackie Ina. To conceal, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair. I like to use this concealer because it is like more natural. I really like the Makeup Revolution concealer for like more, it's more matte, so if you have extremely oily skin, that one would be really good for you. This one's more like hydrating, I guess. I leave the concealer under my eyes to sit, so that way whenever I blend it out later, it'll have more coverage. I don't put it in the center of my face yet because I want to cream bronze or cream contour first, and to do that, I use the Fit Me Concealer in the shade Deep. I promise that that's blended. I don't know why it doesn't look good. I guess it's because it's in my hair. When you have a double chin, like I do, drag cream contour, drag like all that stuff down, because then it'll look like a shadow instead of just like a line. Then I go back in with the concealer in Fair, and I just put this everywhere. It's kind of to like reinforce highlights, even though this doesn't highlight me because it's just my skin tone. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with Coty Airspun powder. Blend out like all the creases under your eyes before you set your under eye, please. Please. And I go crazy with powder everywhere, pretty much. but especially in my T-zone and around my mouth. I leave that to like set and bake while I do my eyebrows. Now I'm going to take just a big fluffy brush just to wipe away all the excess powder on my face. I'm taking the Wet n Wild Megaglo contouring kit. I'm not going to contour with it, I'm going to bronze because the shade is just entirely too warm for me to bronze with. Because I'm so white. This is the Wet n Wild blush brush, but I use it for bronzer. This stuff is really pigmented, so just make sure you like dust it off and stuff like that. Because if you don't, it might not blend like that. I'll fix that eventually. Okay, I'm gonna bake again. This is just to help clean up everything though. This is the e.l.f. blush palette. They have two of them. I know that. There's like a dark one and a light one. This is the light one. I'm gonna use this like orangey, peachy type shade. I'll wipe away all of this now. No, you can't have coffee. I'm just gonna put like a little bit on the nose. Not a lot though. Or maybe a lot. Kind of. This is the colourpop Super Shock Cheek and Flexatarian. It's my favorite highlighter. I feel like it applies best with a finger, so that's what I'm gonna do for like most of my face, but like for my inner corner and my brow bone, I'm gonna use a brush. Now I'm going in with a setting spray. This is not the Milani Make It Last. The Milani Make It Last is really good though. My favorite setting spray for like keeping you from getting oily, like you will not get oily at all, is the NYX Matte Finish. This is a DIY setting spray that I made. It's got glycerin, water, and witch hazel in it. Glycerin is like hydrating, so if you have more dry skin, obviously that's good for you, but if you have more oily skin, then you know, adding like a little bit more witch hazel, like there's only like a couple drops of glycerin in here. The Milani Make It, like if this is the setting spray bottle that you have, getting the lid off of this is awful. I had to take a screwdriver and just literally like pop it off. So I'm gonna set my face with this. I know a lot of people, like whenever they finish doing their foundation and powder, like before bronzer and blush and all that, they like to set their face thin. And that does make you look less cakey. I've tried it before, but because I have acne and problematic skin, whenever I go in with bronzer and blush on top of that, it like emphasizes everything for some reason. So what I like to do to make sure that everything is like really in the skin and a little bit less cakey is I like to put on a little bit of setting spray now and then put on lashes and all that, and then go back in and do it again. And then lipstick. I don't like putting on lipstick and then setting spray because I mainly wear matte lipsticks because I don't like, oh, what is that? I don't like how gloss feels on the lips, and I don't Yeah, I just prefer a matte liquid lipstick. I was kind of able to get rid of that with a makeup wipe, but now my shirt's wet. Now it's time for lashes. If you don't like wearing lashes, if you don't have lashes, obviously just put on mascara and go. I feel naked without lashes because my lashes, like my actual eyelashes, like on my eye, suck. These ones are the Ardell faux mink wispies, and they look more like natural. One tip that I do have, and I didn't do this because I just didn't feel like getting out of bed at the time that I took these off, is they don't, like, they go like kind of straight easily, so they won't like fit to your eye. If you want them to fit to your eye better, just kind of like curve them around. And do like that, and it's like a little lash spider. And just let them just store them like that, so that way they'll be a lot easier to apply to your eyeball. I'm going in with a liquid liner. This is the Milani Stay Put Matte 17-Hour Wear liquid liner. I like to do just a very, very thin line across my lash line to help the lashes blend better. You guys want to hear about the chipmunks in my garage? I'm going to tell you about them anyways. We have a lot of chipmunks around our house. Not in our house, but like outside. Because we're trying to teach them to sing so we can get rich and famous. Anyways, so our garage door has like a gap that's like this big, right? This big. There's no reason that these fat chipmunks should be able to get under it, but they do. And they just come in our garage and hang out. So that's wonderful. I'm going to curl my lashes and just put on a little bit of mascara. This is the Maybelline Big Shot mascara. It's really good. I'm going to take some lash glue. This is the Duo Brush On Lash Adhesive. And I'm just gonna put that on the lash band. I put on lashes with my hands because I'm an animal, so. Wow, she got so much cuter. I've been planning on doing this video, or at least a video like this, for a while now. It was either between this or like a graduation makeup look, and graduation has already passed for most people, so I wouldn't do that. But let me know how you would feel about like a special occasions makeup tutorial. I don't know. I'm gonna set my face again with setting spray. That was so ugly. Going in with the Milani matte liquid lipstick and Adorable. For that like summer vibe, I'm going to go in with a gloss. This is the Wet n Wild Clear Lip Gloss. This is the finished look, you guys. And the finished look. Okay. This is the finished look. This could be an everyday look for like all the time, and everyday look for summer. Just depends on like you and what you like and what you want to do. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it. If you like me, then subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out. And leave a comment or something. Tell me videos that you would like to see from me, because I'm gonna have a lot of spare time to film. And yeah, thank you. Goodbye.